Hello and welcome to day 1 of our 7-day nervous system reset program. It is an absolute honor to be able to practice alongside you. So thank you so much for choosing to be here. Today's intention is to observe. Really, this entire program will invite you to be a curious observer. So, for part of this class, you can do it from a chair or a couch. I also invite you to bring something soft to sit on, like a pillow or a blanket. You may also find this useful for padding the knees. All right, without further ado, let's get started. I invite you to join me on the mat, finding a cross-legged seat. If it feels better, you can choose to sit on a chair or a couch to start. I invite you to sit on a folded blanket or a pillow, resting your sit bones near the edge of your item, so that way your legs can ground down. You can place your hands on your thighs or on your knees. Take a breath in through your nose. And then a soft exhale out through your mouth as you look down and past your nose or close your eyes. I invite you to bring your attention to all that's connected to the surface beneath you. Notice whether more weight is being placed on one side versus the other. Now, bring your attention to your spine. Visualize what your spine looks like in this shape. Do you find yourself leaning forward a bit? Or maybe back? Where is your head in space? These questions are intended to help you go inward and connect with your body. So we are not passing judgment or being critical. We are noticing and approaching this with a lens of curiosity and interest. Now, turn your attention to your thoughts. Notice if you want to fidget, or perhaps you already are, and that's okay. Just notice. Maybe you would like to stop the video as you feel like you have a lot to do today, and that's okay too. Notice these messages from your mind and body. Take a slow breath in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. You can choose to keep your eyes closed or feel free to peek at the screen. Let's explore moving the torso in a very small circle. So continue breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth as you explore these circles. Now I invite you to gradually increase the size of your circle. As you explore larger circles, begin to smooth your heart center forward, lifting your chin slightly. And then, as you continue this circle, round through your back body and bow your head to encourage movement throughout your entire spinal chain. All right, let's reverse the circle. So starting with that large circle. And now I invite you to gradually decrease the size of your circle. Notice if you want to rush through this in order to move on to the next thing. Eventually, explore really small circles, and then find stillness. Take a breath in through your nose, and breathe out through your nose or your mouth. Slowly release your chin closer towards your chest, breathing into the back of your neck for a moment. And now slowly roll your chin over towards your left shoulder. And then take it back through center, taking your chin towards your right shoulder now. I invite you to continue these slow semicircles, breathing through this movement. All right, slowly bring your head back over your heart. Place your left hand on your heart space, just below your collarbones, and then place your right hand on top of your left hand. Relax your shoulders down. Apply gentle compression, so pressing your hands in and then down, as if you are trying to drag your skin towards your belly. Hold on to this compression as you slowly lift your chin towards the sky. Maintain length through the back of your neck, and then slowly move your chin over towards the left side. Observe if your shoulders are inching closer towards your ears. Can you slide them down your back body to create a little more space? And now take your chin over towards the right, being mindful of your breath throughout the stretch. And then come back to center and release this stretch. We are going to explore this stretch one more time. This time, I would like to offer you another option. You can choose to jet your chin forward slightly. Your teeth are parted, lips are softly sealed. If this does not feel good for your body, then you can keep your chin in its usual position. Gently press your hands in and then down as you slowly lift your chin towards the sky. Now move your chin over to the right, breathing into the stretch. And then take it over to the left. Notice where you feel the stretch and breathe into that area. Now bring your head back to center and release the stretch. Release your hands to your thighs. Take a breath in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Bring your palms together and then begin rubbing your hands together. You can start off really slow and then gradually pick up the pace, creating heat between your palms. This will especially feel nice if you are in a cooler climate. We are currently in our winter season here in Canada, so it is quite chilly. Once your hands feel warm, close your eyes and then place your hands over your eyes. Experience the warmth of your hands on your face. How does this feel? Breathe in. And as you breathe out, slowly move your hands down your face like you're washing your face with water. Slowly moving your fingers down your neck and then towards your collarbones. Shake out your hands. Breathe in. Breathe out. Gently release your hands to the tops of your thighs and bring your attention to any interesting sensations that you feel in your body. Begin to roll your shoulders forward, up, and then back a few times. Pay attention to the speed at which you are moving. There's no right or wrong. We are simply just noticing our body, our tendencies, and patterns. And now reverse your circle. How does it feel to move in the opposite direction? Wonderful. Explore stillness. If you are sitting on a chair or a couch, I invite you to come down to the ground. Take your time. I invite you to send your right leg out long on a diagonal to your body, and then hug your left foot in, closer towards the inside of your right thigh. Now point your right toes away from your body, and then flex through your foot. So pointing your toes towards the sky. Now point your toes away, and then flex. Point, and then flex. Place your right hand on your left thigh or your knee. On your breath in, reach your left hand to the sky. Spread through your fingers. On your next breath out, reach your left hand over towards the right side for a side body stretch. I invite you to explore some gentle movement here, like mini bounces. Do your best to stay grounded in your left hip and your leg. Observe where you feel your breath in your body as you breathe in, and notice how your body responds on your exhalation. Take a breath in here, and then breathe on out to make your way back to center. Bring your right leg in, and then send your left leg out long on a diagonal. Play around with pointing and flexing through your left foot for a few rounds. All right, gently place your left hand on your right thigh. As you breathe in, reach your right hand to the sky. Spread through your fingers. And on your breath out, reach over towards the left side. Once again, find some gentle movement here, exploring what feels good in your body. Perhaps you explore softening your grip on your right leg. Take a nourishing breath in, and then on your breath out, come back to center. Allow your left leg to come back in, finding a cross-legged seat. Before you make your way to all fours, I invite you to pay attention to how you transition from a seat to all fours. So notice what makes contact with the earth first. Notice how your body responds to the movement. Observe which muscles have to turn on to support you as you move to all fours. And once you are there, feel free to pad your knees with a folded blanket or a pillow. Place your wrists underneath your shoulders. Spread through your fingers. Fingertips lightly grip your mat. Place your knees underneath your hip points. Root down through the tops of your feet. Feel each toe connect with the ground. Find length through your low back by rocking your pelvis forward. Reach the crown of your head towards the top of your mat. Press out of your foundation, lifting on up through your heart space as you breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. As you breathe in, lift your tailbone towards the sky, drop your belly, lift your chest and your chin slightly, And as you breathe out, tuck your tailbone under, round through your low, mid, and then upper back. Release your chin closer towards your chest. I invite you to flow between cat and cow pose for a few more rounds. As you do this, I encourage you to notice what feels better for you. Is it the cat stretch with the back rounded? Or does it feel better to open up through your front body as you explore cow pose? Once again, there's no right or wrong here. Your response is unique to you, and depending on the day, your response may change. Wherever you are in your flow, make your way to a neutral spine and then sit back towards your heels or come to a cross-legged seat. Reach your hands forward, point your fingers down towards the ground, spread through your fingers, and then play around with wiggling your fingers. Notice which fingers are really getting involved in this movement. Can you wiggle all of your fingers? And don't forget your sweet breath. Wonderful. Let's make our way back to all fours. Once again, find a tabletop position with your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hip points. Lengthen through your spine. Imagine that you are really reaching your tailbone towards the back of your room and the crown of your head is reaching towards the front. Very slowly, walk your hands towards the right long edge of your mat. Your knees and feet remain rooted in place, and your wrists stay underneath your shoulders. Now listen to your body. If this stretch is creating any kind of discomfort, then kindly back out of the pose. Walk your hands to a place that offers your body nourishment. Now bring your attention to your neck. Notice if you are bowing your head or lifting your chin up slightly. Can you explore a gentle tuck of your chin as you look down at the ground? Press out of your foundation as you send your breath towards the left side body. Breathing deeply. Beautiful. Bring your awareness to your hands as you slowly walk your hands over towards the left long edge of your mat. Maybe placing your hands off of your mat if that feels good. Notice if your feet and your shins want to lift away from the ground. Can you play around with deepening your connection to the surface beneath you? Breathe deeply here for a few cycles of breath. Wonderful. Walk your hands back to center and then stack your wrists underneath your shoulders. Now, tuck your toes under. Take a breath in through your nose. And then as you breathe out, lift your knees away from your mat, hovering table. Really brace your core, hugging your belly button in towards your spine. We are here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees to the earth. Breathe in. Breathe out. We are going to do this again. This time, I encourage you to pay attention to your breath. See if you can use the breath to help you find more steadiness and ease in the pose. All right, lift your knees away from the earth. Focus on your breath. And we are here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees to the ground. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, one more time. This time, I invite you to pay attention to your inner dialogue. What are you saying to yourself while you're in the pose. All right, lift your knees and pay attention to your thoughts. We are here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees down and untuck your toes. Now tap the tops of your feet on the ground. You can decide on the tempo. And now I invite you to explore stillness. Bring your big toes together and then widen the gap between your knees. Breathe in. Breathe out to sit back towards your heels as you slowly release your heart space and your forehead to or towards the earth. Send your arms out long and allow your forearms, hands, and fingers to relax. There is an option to place an item underneath your forehead to lift the earth up to meet you, like a folded blanket or a cushion. Or you can choose to explore a comfortable seat on your mat. As you are here, I encourage you to observe each finger's connection to the ground. Observe how your toes and the tops of your feet connect with the earth. Notice where you feel your breath in your body. And maybe you play around with lengthening your exhalations so that your exhalations are longer than your inhalations. We are here for a few more cycles of breath. Take a nourishing breath in through your nose. And on your breath out, connect to your center. Press into all that is touching the earth. Lift your forehead away from your mat. And then slowly press up to all fours. As you make your way to a seat on your mat, I invite you to pay attention to how you move. How you move matters, both on and off of the mat. And once you've found a comfortable seat, place your left hand near the base of your belly with your palm facing up, and then gently place your right hand on top of your left hand. Your right palm faces upwards. Breathe in. Breathe out through your mouth as you direct your focus down and past your nose, or close your eyes. This time, as you breathe in, play around with directing your breath down to where your hands are, in the direction of your lower abdomen. Breathe out to release. Breathe in, directing the breath down. Breathe out through your mouth. Let your breath go. I invite you to breathe here for a few moments. Take note of the physical changes happening in your body as you do this. Maybe you notice a softening in your upper back body. Maybe your shoulders relax a bit more. Maybe you sense a little bit more space in your mouth as the muscles that support your jaw soften and release. Perhaps you begin to notice your breath deepening. Maybe you feel more grounded and connected to the earth. Observe any sensations that seem interesting to you. And maybe keep your attention there for a few more cycles of breath. Lovely. I invite you to bring your palms together and then slowly bring your hands to your heart space. Allow your thumbs to gently rest against your sternum. Breathe in. Breathe out to bow your head to your heart. Take a moment to thank yourself for carving out time for this practice. Well, that's day 1 of the 7-day nervous system reset journey. I hope that you enjoyed it. Feel free to share your experiences with me in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you. Take good care, and I'll see you tomorrow. We close our practice by saying thank you or namaste.